Hey friends, in today's episode, I'm bringing you a really scary story about a simple girl named Divya and something that happened because of a call center. You might think this can't be real after hearing it, but just wait, let me start from the beginning. This was back in 2016 or 2017. Divya was a straightforward girl from a small village in Gujarat. She had a dream right there in her village. When she was around 12 or 13 years old, she decided that she wanted to go to Mumbai and become a heroine. She told her family about it. She talked about her dreams. But her family just wouldn't listen. They said, "You're a village girl, how do you expect to make it? There's so much competition out there. So many talented people come from everywhere. Girls who look like this, girls who look like that." Basically, they tried to convince her that she wouldn't make it. But she wasn't ready to give up. Whenever she stood in front of the mirror, she didn't see the simple Divya, she saw a superstar. When she passed her 12th grade, this was what she had in mind. "I've made up a story because my family won't let me go to Mumbai with respect. If I tell them I'm going to become an actress, they'll never agree. They'll just shut down my plans and get me married off. It's better this way since my family isn't that rich, they're actually a bit poor. So, I'll tell them something like I got a big job offer in Mumbai, and I'm going there for that. Once I reach Mumbai, I'll just give 1 or 2 auditions, and I'm sure I'll get some TV serial or something. Then, I'll make so much money that I'll change the lives of my whole family, and my own life will be set too. Then, no one will be able to stop me. Everyone in society and relatives will be shocked when they see me. Wow, 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 look at how big I've become." That's what she thought. Now, she didn't really have any childhood friends. But there was that one girl from the village who had moved to Mumbai. Actually, it wasn't just her. Her entire family had shifted to Mumbai. Her dad had some kind of job that made them move there. And that girl kept coming back and forth to the village. Divya used to meet her and ask for advice about where to stay in Mumbai and how to manage the rent and all that. She quietly told her, "Hey, just come over whenever you want, I'll help you out, don't worry, okay?" This girl was a couple of years older than Divya and was her friend, but being a bit older made Divya feel a bit more confident. One day, she even told her family, "Look, Dad, my friend Nehal, she said she got a good job in a company. She's working now, she had finished 12th grade. We were waiting to see if we'd send her to college or get her married." Then, out of nowhere, she surprised us and said Nehal offered her a good job at his company. The family thought, "Okay, what's the salary?" She confidently said 35,000 Indian rupees. We were like, 35,000 Indian rupees a month? That's a decent amount. Sometimes it's tough for some families to earn that much regularly. So, okay, if that's the case, go ahead. Nehal and his family are known to us too. They're good people. Just get us a chance to talk once. But she said, "No, Dad, what good will talking do? It'll get really awkward. Don't talk to Nehal's dad. Just talk to Nehal yourself." So she called Nehal and had a chat with her. Whatever Nehal said, she told her dad the same, and Nehal told him the same too. Then she packed up and went to Mumbai. Her dad couldn't come because he was busy with his farming and other work. It just wasn't possible for him to come. And about Nehal's family. They were really close with their family. Like, they had a strong bond. That's why her dad trusted Nehal and her family to let her go to Mumbai. Nehal even promised, "Just get off at Borivali station, and I'll come pick Divya up myself." So, they let her go without any worries. When she arrived, Nehal came to pick her up too. But then Nehal said, "You can't stay at my place." Divya asked, "Why not? Where else am I supposed to stay?" That's when Nehal explained, "Hey bro, I haven't told my dad anything. If I had, it would have caused a big problem. Listen, I have a friend who stays in a PG, paying guest. You should start staying with her. You said PG or PGV, right? I've heard everything's super expensive in Mumbai. Where would I even get that kind of money?" So, through some friends of hers, she managed to arrange some funds, about 6,000 to 7,000 rupees. She had some money too, and got a PG. There wasn't much hassle with deposits, and all because it was a PG. It would have been different if she had a private room. She got a PG instead. She started staying in a place called Mira Road. She has just one roommate. The room in the PG has 3 beds. One bed is empty, and 2 are occupied, one by Divya, who's her own, and the other by a girl named Sonal. Sonal goes to an IT job in a place called Andheri. Her life pretty much went that way. Now she's here. She's keeping the money with herself. She already paid 3,500 for the PG. That's all the money she had, the same amount Nehal gave her. Nehal means she is helping. No matter what you say, she must have around 1,215,000 with her. She uses that money to go from audition to audition. She travels from place to place and faces rejection after rejection. When it all got too overwhelming, she realized that back in the village, she was trapped in superstitions. She thought she wouldn't get this kind of work there. The money is almost gone, and now she's worried about how she'll pay next month's rent. She can't even tell her father at home because there's no work there either. He probably doesn't have any money, and then... Alright, the questions are done, let's get started. I mean, your month's already over. Your salary should be coming in soon. So why are you asking us for money? He decided that for a few days, he's got to put a pause on his auditions and acting world. Not a full stop, just a comma. Like a little pause, you know? So what do I do now? His roommate Sonal advised him, why don't you take a job at a call center for a while? It's not too complicated there, and you can quit whenever you want. That's how Sonal saw it. Based on past experience, I'll tell you straight. You can join whenever you want. You can leave whenever you want. Once you start earning, start saving. Don't spend too much. Work for about 6 or 7 months. Save good money, and then non-stop focus on your looks, your clothes. You'll get work for sure. Right now, your makeup and clothes need a little improvement. I'm saying this as an outsider. As an audience, I'm judging you honestly. Your face is good, but the overall experience matters too. You need to look presentable. I'm gonna have to do it. There's a lot of competition in your industry. When Sonal explained it to me like that, I finally got it. Yeah, man. Maybe my clothes, my looks, my makeup, all that stuff isn't like those fancy modern girls from Mumbai or Delhi. So I look like a village girl, totally different. That's why it's been tough for me. But first, I'm earning money. Now, through Sonal's reference, I got a job at a call center in a small town. There are hundreds of call centers in small towns like that. And don't ask me why I'm not naming it. I won't say the name because it causes a lot of problems. People end up forcing themselves into stuff like this. Then they gather crowds there. I've faced this from my past experience. If you just say the name of a place, people rush there to find ghosts. Those who don't know anything will bring all kinds of devices and start acting like ghost researchers. It's better to keep the name of such places under wraps. So, I went for an interview at a company based in Goregaon, and there. Got selected, man. She was really happy. Said, all right. Then there was a problem. She had to go work there at night. Okay, so she thought she'd do the cleaning during the day. Then the training started there. She met some girls and made good friends. Funny thing is, when she joined the training, she saw there were only 2 guys and the rest were all girls, local girls from Mumbai. She liked that because staying with local girls meant she could learn their lifestyle, how they dress, how they talk. She thought she'd pick up a stylish vibe from them. All right. Now she started working there. The training is over. She's working the night shift there. And slowly, she got stuck in this fake ultramodern trap. By fake ultramodern trap, I mean she started drinking and smoking. She began drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes. Now, because of this, when she comes to work, from night till morning, until her shift ends, she smokes at least 7 or 8 cigarettes. And on the days she's off, she smokes even more at her PG. People even have secret parties with bottles and drinks. Friendships have formed too. She's been working here for about 6 or 7 months now. One time, she went to someone's room where a party was going on. Basically, she's gotten involved in this fake ultramodern culture. What used to happen was, in the call center where she worked, There was this girl from a village who just wanted to find some work, some opportunity. Now, in just 8 or 9 months, she became a trainer there, got promoted. So, what's happening is, within the same company, a guy named Ankit comes in. The moment she sees Ankit, she falls in love with him. She thinks, what a great guy he is. Ankit had come as a trainee. She was the trainer. She was the one teaching the kids. Well, maybe they weren't exactly kids, some could be older than her. But still, she had a good experience with him. She picked up on things really quickly. So she started liking Ankit and would chat with him casually. She even went out for coffee with him once or twice. By now, she knows Ankit is a pretty straightforward guy. He doesn't like girls who smoke, drink, or are involved in fake culture at all. He prefers a simple, down-to-earth girl from a village, someone straightforward and traditional. I mean, that's how she should be. He doesn't have a girlfriend or anything like that. So now she's pretending to be all simple and innocent. She says she's exactly how she is at her core. But she can't really give up her habits. Some habits, like smoking and drinking, have stuck with her. People don't just quit that easily. That's the dangerous part. It's a real mess. So, what she does now is, earlier she used to smoke openly. Now, people at call centers and all smoke on the job. You can go and see for yourself. Guys and girls don't really mind. They smoke while working. She still smokes, but now she does it secretly. Around 2 or 2:30 at night, they get a break. Instead of going outside the call center to smoke, she goes to the back. That's where things change. Behind the call center, there's a huge old tree. Whose tree it is, no one knows. But there's definitely a tree. There's a drain running behind the tree. She crosses that drain and stands there to smoke because no one ever comes there. Since no one's gonna come, how would anyone find out she's smoking, especially Ankit? Her friend often scolds her for going there to smoke. She's like, "Are you crazy? Why do you go there?" The friend says this because a lot of people have seen strange things near that tree, things connected to negative energies. Many people claim that. They say there's a spirit haunting that place. A guy hung himself there a few years ago, and his ghost is said to roam around. But she doesn't really believe in all that stuff, so her friend used to tell her, believe it or not, just don't go there to smoke. And seriously, what's the big deal? Just tell Ankit if you smoke. If he accepts you as you are, great. If not, then you two aren't really compatible anyway. So forcing it doesn't make sense. What are you saying, getting all involved with each other like that? But she wouldn't listen. She started coming around all dressed up, wearing nice clothes, putting on lots of perfume, just to impress Ankit. And then, around 2 or 2:30 in the night, even around 3 o'clock, I told her she was smoking like 7 or 8 cigarettes, like one every hour. She'd go over to that tree and puff away. She used to sleep during the day, but one day she dreamt she was smoking those same cigarettes again. Near the tree, I noticed a boy sneaking peeks at me, and I got really nervous and ran away. Could it have been Ankit watching me like that? Is he actually spying on me? Whatever. From tonight onwards, when she goes out to smoke, she'll be way more careful. She'll make sure no one's watching and hide even better while smoking. She was already hiding pretty well when suddenly she actually saw a boy sneaking a look at her. But this guy wasn't Ankit. He looked poor, and in front of him, there was a forest. Like, that's where he was standing. She was smoking, and just a little ahead there was a forest. In that forest, there was another tree. Someone was hiding behind that tree, watching her secretly. Judging by his clothes and appearance, she thought he was actually a really poor guy. She got a bit scared, threw away half her cigarette, and ran to her friend. She asked, "Hey, is there any guy like that working in your office?" Her friend said, "No, there's no one like that. Have you even seen anyone like that all this time?" She replied, "No man, some dude was sneaking glances at me like that." Then her friend started scolding her. "Look, I told you not to stand there and drink. A lot of people have seen a lot of things there. Don't you get it? You'll only understand when something happens." She says, leave it, Ankit will come. "We're not supposed to talk about all this right now. We'll talk on the phone." "All right, fine." Then Ankit came. Then it continued. The next day came. She went home to sleep. She had a dream where someone was doing something to her. Literally, you can understand, someone was doing something to her. She woke up scared, really scared. So she was really feeling like something had happened to her. She got super scared and wondered, what's going on? Then she realized her nightdress was torn. She was like, what the heck? How did this happen? Panicked, she quickly went to take a shower and then headed out to the market. She needed to buy some stuff and then went to her office. Later that night, she went out to smoke a cigarette. Her friend tried to stop her, but she didn't listen. Then she went back home and slept. But that same feeling kept coming back to her over and over, like something was wrong, whether it was night or day. When I sleep, he comes to me and does things with me. She told this to her mom. Mom said, son, you're just imagining things. Nothing like that happens. Just ignore it. Everything's fine. Pray to God. But whenever she tried to pray, she couldn't even say God's name. She just didn't feel like sitting down for worship. After a few days, she completely stopped going to the office. When people at work called her, she didn't pick up. Finally, the office got tired and called her home, asking, what happened to your daughter? She hasn't come to work for a long time. She's not even picking up the phone. Do you have any contact or way to reach her? Even her family couldn't get in touch with her. They kept calling for 5 or 6 days, and when she didn't answer, they just rushed over here to Mumbai. Her mom and dad met Nehal, and Nehal took her straight to the PG. When they saw her condition at the PG, it was shocking. She had gotten so skinny and frail, she looked like a skeleton. You wouldn't even recognize her. Now her roommate Sonal isn't here. She shifted somewhere else, closer to her office. So right now, she's living alone in that room. So, mom saw her daughter in this condition and started crying loudly. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? She kept sobbing like that. I told you, Mom, that I see him. He comes to me. He does things. You used to say it's all in my head, just imagination. Well, if it's imagination, then look at this. Today, I'm so scared that the moment I step outside the house, it feels like he could jump out at me from anywhere. He starts appearing in the form of different people, Mom. I don't even pick up the phone because I hear his voice, or people's voices, but it's always him. It sounds like he's the one talking. Mom asks, who is it? Tell me. Come on, tell me who it is. We'll send him to jail. We'll take some action against him. Mom, that guy's a ghost. You won't be able to do anything. When Mom heard that, she just froze and sat down. Dad saying, what are you two talking about, mother and daughter? Tell me, I don't understand anything. Someone tell me, or else I'm out of here. Why did I even come here? Later, Mom tells Dad the whole thing in private, standing a bit aside. Dad says, oh God, you. What kind of crazy woman are you, calling your own wife that? I mean, Divya's mom said, what kind of crazy woman are you? If the girl had already told you what was happening to her, then how did you decide it was all in her head? She's just a kid, still drinking milk, and now you say she's mature? She's grown up. She's a 22 or 23-year-old girl. She would talk like that in front of you? In front of her own mother? She should have at least felt some shame. You ruined a perfectly good girl like this. If we had known earlier, we could have done something. Those people even booked a car right then. They took Divya to the Kasht Banjan Hanuman temple. That's in Gujarat itself. She went there and got proper prayers done. She had already earned some money anyway. She had become a trainer too, so she got the full rituals done. Then her family said, you're not going to Mumbai anymore. No more such work. So she continued staying at home. Her health recovered. It took almost 2 years to get better. Breaking down doesn't take much time, but healing does. After that, she never even looked back at Mumbai. The whole dream of the industry and all just came to a halt, and then all that happened. She told this story to her husband. Yeah, they got married in 2021. I think she told her husband everything. He was really understanding. He said, it's okay, everyone has a past. No big deal. I had a past too. My wife has one as well. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Then her husband, whose name is Sunket, messaged us on Instagram. He said to share the whole story with the world, just change the names but keep everything else exact so people can learn a lesson, how to handle things in life. So, here it is. Let's end the story.